All right, going live, just checking the quality of the focus. Looks like we are good on focus. So I'm switching back to my instruction set. All righty. It looks like we're good to go. I only had to back braid about 2 moves from a mistake I made at the end of last stream. And it looks like I may have just been misreading it somewhere along the way, because I'm not sure where the mistake was, but I seem to be where I should be now. So on this one, tama 6 gets exchanged or swapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. Okay. And just shed 2 is exchanged. Excuse me. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And no tama swaps and no shed exchanges on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, on to move 10. Okay. On the right, we have tamas 10 and 14 getting exchanged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 10, 11, 12, and 13. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. Yep, that looks right. And sheds 2, 3, and 4 are exchanged. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That looks right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That does look right. And on the left, tamas 2 getting swapped, but no shed exchanges. Now I got the results of my sleep study back. No narcolepsy, just apnea and hypersomnia, meaning I'm very sleepy. So no shed exchanges. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But we've got a plan that'll hopefully make me a lot less sleepy in the future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we move on to move 11. Okay, this one, tama 6 gets swapped. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And no shed exchanges. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, did anybody watch the last stream like the split screen view? And would you like to see it again in the future? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And on the left, tamas 2 gets swapped. And shed 1 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we move on to move 12. And on the right, it looks like it is 2 and 18 that get swapped. So 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There we go. And 18. And sheds 1, 3, and 5 are exchanged. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go on that one. And on the left, tama 6 are swapped, and shed 1 is or tama 6 are exchanged and shed 1 is swapped. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I have been having fun with my 3D printer. If you check out the channel, there are a bunch of time-lapse videos of stuff that I've printed. I've mostly been doing articulated dragons for stocking stuffers. Moving on to move 13 here. And I've been doing accessories for the printer itself, like a base, and I'm working on an enclosure that somebody has designed for it. So, okay. Tamas 2, 10, 14, and 18 get exchanged, and sheds 1 and 3 get swapped. So there's 2 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ten, 11, 12, 13. And 14, 15, 16, 17. And 18. There we go. And sheds 1 and 3 are swapped. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That looks right. Hey, Mary, nice to see you. Looks like we're in the same time zone. I'll probably be on until about 9:30 to 10 o'clock. Welcome to the stream. If there's any questions I can answer for you or anything you want to chat about, please feel free. I do tend to talk as I'm braiding, so I do try and keep up on the chat, so hopefully I won't be too confusing. So I did the first move, so the second one, 1 and 3 are exchanged again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That looks right. Yeah, what this braid is that I'm actually doing 2 parallel braids, one on top that's green, one on bottom that's white. I'm not sure if you, let me pull this out of the way a little bit. If you can see down here, the image is reversed here, and the way I get the pattern is the white and green threads get exchanged at the points of the pattern, so that we've got a contrast there, and you can see the design. I'm using a program that lets me design, draw a design, and then it tells me the moves that I need to do to get the design to turn out. There's a way to do it manually where basically you chart out the braid and then you look at see how many colors get exchanged at what positions of your pattern, and it lets you know how to do that. This just does it for me automatically on the computer. But yeah, this is what's called a pickup braid. And the end of the front end here, the second move I do kind of locks the edges together, or the not second, yeah, I do one move on this side, then I do another move, and on that second move I leave the bottom one here and the top one goes through, and that locks the edges. So if I didn't have a design at all, this would actually be a tube with one color on half of it, the other color on the other half. I hope that wasn't too confusing. Okay, left side on here, Tama's 6 get exchanged and sheds 1 and 2 get swapped. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. And what I'm doing here is I bring up thread from the bottom set of rails to the top and exchange it for the one on the top, which goes back down to goes down to the bottom. And that changes half the direction of the stitch, and then when I exchange the sheds, that does the other half as needed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, and 6. And see how I've like left this bottom one here. So the top one comes through and kind of wraps around this bottom white one here, and that'll lock it in at the edge of the braid to keep the two connected along their edges. Okay, and we're moving on to move 14 out of 90 in our pattern sequence. And tamas in positions 2, 10, 18, and 22 get exchanged. So 1, delay here is as I'm rolling out the thread onto the tama to make the thread longer. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I haven't really done brocade, so I'm not exactly sure, but if you have done, I'm assuming that that's correct. Okay, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. And sheds 1, 4, 5, and 6 get reversed. This is always the fun one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The main reason this is fun, as I put it, is because when you reverse at the end, the way that you're used to doing it for 99% of the moves on this braid looks weird, because you have a different number of threads on top and bottom by 1. Let's see. This one doesn't want to unroll easily. And did I mess that up or not? Ah, that's where that one's stuck. I got a bit of an issue with this one. It looks like a thread has gone where it shouldn't have, and I got to figure out where it came from. So okay. Do apologize. This is requiring most of my concentration at the moment, which makes it difficult to. Okay. Okay, that may have gotten it. Let's see, that looks... Okay, one of them has not unwrapped far enough. Okay, that is the one that has not unwrapped far enough. And... Okay, that got it. Sorry, this is off camera, but basically, to make it a little easier, when I cut these off the warping pegs, I went ahead and glued the ends together with fabric glue or super glue. I use super glue rather than fabric glue, but it's a similar function. And so I got little hard bits in here that don't want to let some of the threads go over the way they're supposed to. That's a little long, but it should be okay. All right, so that was the top one. That looks good. Sorry about that. Hey, welcome on, Donna. Yes, Murray, this is silk. I ordered cones of silk from Japan so that I could do this. Let me just finish the other side of this move real quick, and I will grab a couple of cones to show you. All right, so 6 and 10 get exchanged, and shed 2 get swapped. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6, 7, 8, 9. And ten, and just 2 is swapped. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, on to move 15, and I will pause for a second while I grab the silk. Okay. Yep, these are the cones. It's like 2,500 meters of thread on them. And let's see. Very thin thread, as you can see, if you can see it at all. I don't know if you can get if I got the resolution for this. Let's see. That might show it better. But each of these tama has 12 of these threads on it. And I've got 100 tama, so that makes it 1,200 threads for this braid. So, all right, so we are starting on 15. Let me move that off there so I don't accidentally jump to the next one. Okay, so only tamas 2 get exchanged on this. The cones are roughly $20 if I remember right, and shipping for like 4 of them at a time is like another 25 or something. So, all right, and sheds 1, 5, and 6 are swapped on this one. So, or reversed, not swapped. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. That looks right. And on the left, tamas 6 and 10 are exchanged. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six, 7, 8, 9. And shed 3 is the one that's reversed. So 1, 2, oops, let's see. There we go. So just 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That looks right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, give me a second and I'll show that to you. Okay, that was end of 15, so going to move on to 16 for the next move. These are my warping pegs. Basically, this lets me clamp it onto like a table or a chair, or even the Taka-Dai itself. Clamp it here, and clamp this on the other end. And essentially, I tie a knot around here, and then I set these as far apart as I want the thread length to be, and I wrap it around until I've got 12 wraps around it, and then I put a little super glue on each side of where I want the cut to be, and I cut in between the 2 dots of super glue once it's dried, and I roll it up where I need to. This one is a little more difficult because I have to put a tama on each end and wrap it around the middle around the D-ring here, and then roll up the ends to give me even length for the tama. And it's a little less warping, but it's more complex to be able to thread a straight start onto the braid so that it looks right at the beginning. I hope that explains that. It took me about 20 hours to get this frame ready to go for the start of this braid. So, and I'm probably about 17 hours actual braiding in. So I've got 37 hours on this braid so far. And I've probably got another, I'm guessing 30 to 35 more hours before it's done. So, okay, so 6, 14, 18, and 22 tamas get exchanged. So 1, 2, 3, whoops, I forgot. I'm at the end of my koma, which, let's see if you can see it. Yeah, it looks like it. But the end of the blocks here, I'm as far back as I can go. So I need to lift the block at the front forward, put it at the back, and slide the whole thing forward. This is how I essentially have a continuous moving back as I go along and still not run out of frame. I'm not sure exactly. I'm doing it for another YouTuber who has a relatively large channel. He is a lawyer, and the R and L, his name is Nick Rekieta. So the RL and the scales are his logo for his channel. He gave me a lot of advice for getting started as a YouTuber. I've had this channel since like 2006, but I only ever got above 100 subscribers not too long ago. And he said that was like the hardest part of starting out as a YouTuber. It's like, wow, I've already gotten that. I did it instantly over like a decade. So I decided that, hey, I haven't seen a whole lot of Kumihimo braiding, especially not on the Taka-Dai on the YouTube. And I figured that I could do Maradai and Takadai braiding for people who kind of need to see how it's actually done and don't do it as well from the books. Um, but since he got me kind of the confidence to get going, I thought it'd be nice to make one for him. So I asked if he would like me to do it, and if so, how long? And he said yes, and about 6 feet. So I'm about getting close to 2 feet here. I'm probably about 18, 19 inches in, or 19, 20 inches in. So um, uh, lost my train of thought there. Anyway, so I don't know if he's going to display it or use it for something. It's long enough; it could probably be used as a belt. But so, and I've done these as belts before. They can also be just done as display pieces. Some are made for like obi ties. Basically, anything you can use a cord or flat piece for, you could use it as trim. Though it'd be really expensive given the amount of time necessary to do this. But so, okay, I did the tama exchanges. Let me just check there. Okay, so just shed one is exchange or is reversed. Okay. Yep, that's the other thing is I like people to see it in use. It's a really fun way of braiding, in my opinion, and I'd like to share it. I also like make Taka-Dais for sale. I'm out of stock at the moment, but I'm hoping to have somewhere around 4 to 6 available by summer and keep doing them regularly. I'm just kind of retooling my shop at the moment. So, all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Also, Mary, I don't know if you're aware of the SCA, but that's essentially where I started learning Kumihimo. So I know some households use these as belts. At least I've made several on the Maradai for that purpose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 2, 10, and 14 on the left. So 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And 1 and 3 are reversed. Yeah, it sheds 1 and 3 reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. That looks right. I don't think I screwed up the other one. Okay. And on to move 17. 6, 18, and 22 gets exchanged on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20. Did I overshoot? Okay, so 3, 1, 2, green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I seem to have made a slight mistake, so I'm going to go back 1 and see if I can fix it. So I'm on 16. So 1 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Okay. And 2, 10, and 14. Okay. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing that. 1, 2. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ten, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, and just 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, that came undone properly, so let's see. Theoretically, it should be 2. Okay. No worries, not offended. I think I saw it, but it didn't bother me. All right, so 2, 2. All right, I may have put that one up when I should have done the other one. So yeah, that one looks like it was exchanged. So I think I miscounted here is where I had the issue. All right, so 2, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Went the wrong way on there, but that's easily fixed. Okay, so 1. Okay, 3. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I may have just completely missed doing the colors on this one. All right. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's actually 6 there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep. Okay, so yeah, it looks like I was off by 1. So green here and white there. And that one should have been exchanged. So all right, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So white, green, 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 white, and green. Okay, there we go. This should theoretically put me back on track, hopefully. Catch up on the chat again. All right, so just the first shed is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And okay, so 1, 10, and 14, or sorry, 2, 10, and 14. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 13 to there. And yep, okay. And sheds 1 and 3 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That looks right at the end. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That looks right. There we go. Okay, on to move 17. So on the right, it's 6, 18, and 22. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 here. Yeah, this looks right. I'm finishing up with the scale here, so it's going to go all back to green on the top. So 18, 19, 20, 21. So we're all back to green on the top at this end. Okay. And just shed 1 is exchanged or reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hey, welcome, Alejandro. Nice to see you on. Welcome to the stream. Welcome from Mexico. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If there's any questions I can answer for you, feel free to ask them. I'll do my best. And I just did something wrong there. That was not the one that's supposed to come over. This was the one. That looks much better. Okay, and on the left, tamas 2, 10, and 14 get exchanged. So 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And sheds 1 and 4 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That looks right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That looks right. There we go. And on to move 18. Though this is getting a little far forward, so I need to roll this up a bit more. There we go. Okay, so just 6 gets exchanged. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And no shed reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And on the left, 2, 6, and 18 get exchanged. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. There we go. When I pause sometimes with the my hand holding one of the threads and I'm waiting for a minute or so, what I'm doing is I'm letting the tama or the weights untangle on their own thanks to gravity, and it makes it, it works reasonably well, and I'm less likely to cause an additional problem by messing around with it. Okay, so no shed exchanges. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And on to move 19. Okay, 2 and 6 get exchanged on the right. So 1, one of the other things that occasionally takes me a minute or so is if it's not long enough, I have to unwind it a little bit more so that I have weights hanging low enough that it doesn't interfere with the braiding. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And no shed reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And on the left, it is 2, 6, and 18 again that get exchanged. So 1, this is letting it untangle. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And 1, 2, and 5 sheds are reversed. When I'm talking about the, hey, Bane, nice to see you on. Been about a week or so. So when I'm talking about a shed, so if I'm going like alternating over and under every 2 threads, so 1, 2, 3, each of those is a shed to open up the threads to be able to pass a tama through. So if it's reversed and I should be doing it on the top, I do it on the bottom instead. And when I'm supposed to do it on the bottom, I do it on the top instead. So 1, 2, and 5. So normally I'd start with the bottom, but instead I'm going to do it with the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. No worries. It's good to see you on. We've actually got a pretty good crowd here. According to YouTube, we've got 6 people on, which is about my all-time high for people in the chat or watching simultaneously. Welcome back. If Alejandro, if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. All right, so 1, 2, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Okay, and we are on to move 20. All right, so just 2 on the right. So 1. Got a minor paper cut on my thumb, which has been snagging the threads, which is annoying. Let's see. Can't scrape it off a little bit. It gets to be a problem. I'll just put some liquid skin on it to cover it up, but should be fine for now. Okay, so I just did 2, and there's no shed reversal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and that was all at the bottom. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And on the left, oh, this one's going to be fun. tamas 2, 6, 10, 14, and 18. 5 of the possible 6 exchange points tamas are getting exchanged. So 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17. And 18. And sheds 1, 2, and 5 are reversed again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. I don't think the paper cut's actually deep enough that that would present a problem. It's a fairly shallow one. Okay, 1, 2, and 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That looks right. Pattern still looks good. On to move 21. Okay, so just 6 get exchanged on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. And no shed reversals. So, oh, Bane, it turns out that apparently not narcolepsy, just sleep apnea and hypersomnia, which means I'm very sleepy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, another amusing thing, Bane. I got a comment today on one of the time-lapse 3D printing videos I did, asking me to show the printer head moving in the time-lapse. When previously I've had a bunch of people tell me, no, you need to fix it so it doesn't show that. So again, on the left, it's 2, 6, 10, 14, and 18 getting exchanged. So 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Though, at least with the migraine, it wasn't too hard to do the 3D printing time-lapse videos. I basically just started it and let it run. So it worked out pretty well. This one, all but one shed is getting reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And on to move 22. All right, so just 6 on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. And sheds 1 and 2 reverse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 6, 10, 14, 18, and 22 on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6, 7, 8, 9. Ten, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20, 21. And 22. And sheds 1 and 5 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Nope, they just are prescribing me a CPAP. See if that can't improve my sleep a bit. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Okay, on to move 23. Okay, just 10 gets exchanged on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 10. And sheds 1 and 2 reverse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And on the left again, it is 6, 10, 14, 18, and 22. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6, 7, 8, 9. Ten, 11, 12, 13. $14, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Okay, and 1, 4, and 5 get reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 6. There we go. And 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see. And 6. There we go. And on to move 24. Just 10 on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And Tama's 10 get exchanged. And sheds 1, 2, and 3 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Unroll that long enough. There we go. And 6 and 18 are the other ones that get swapped on this side, or exchanged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay. And again, 1, 4, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Oops, looks like I had one jump on this side. There we go. That looks right. Okay. Okay. All right. So if you want to start first from Ardai books, Makiko Tada's Complete Treatise on Braids, Book 1, Maridai Braids, is probably a pretty good book to get. There's like 120 different braid patterns in there, and it gives you a good opportunity. There's a couple of other braiding books. If you look at my Maridai braiding streams and look through the books listed there, all of those would be good starting books to start out with for Maridai. If you want to start out on a Taka-Dai, it's out of print, but if you can find Rodrick Owen's Making Kumihimo Takadai Braiding book, or Makiko Tada's Complete Treatise on Braids, Book 3, Takadai Braids 1. I realize that's a little confusing, but those are both good books to start off with. And if you watch these streams along with looking through the books, I think you'll have a really good start for being able to pick up on those. All right, so I just need to do the top one on here. So it's 1, 4, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. There we go. And we've reached the point for another coma slide. Since it's almost 10 o'clock, I will go ahead and do the coma slides and stop after this. So first move on the next Takadai braiding stream will be move 25. So coma slide. And let's do a little more roll on the take-up reel. It's a little harder than I'm used to just because there's so many tama on here. Alrighty. I think you've seen enough of the back of my head for tonight. We're going to start moving 25. Any questions in the chat that I can answer before we call it a day? Bring up the YouTube control panel. Oh, thank you for the like, whoever did that. I appreciate that. Excuse me. Good night to everybody. Thank you all for joining the stream and chatting. Keeps me more occupied, less likely to kind of drift off and make a mistake like I've done a couple times recently. Feel free to come back again. Tomorrow night, I will probably do a Marodai braiding stream for about an hour, since it's been a while since I've done one, and I've gotten a few people requesting that I do a Marodai stream. And maybe Friday or Saturday, I'll do a marathon Takadai session. So, all right, everybody have a good night. Stay safe and happy braiding. If you want to go on this type of frame, you can. It's kind of a different mindset for how you handle stuff. So it's not like you have to go through the round braids the round disc for the Marodai to start out with. But it's also a lot less of an expense because I sell these Takadai braiding frames for about $600. So, and that doesn't even count the tama, which are like about $8 or $9 a piece, depending on where you get them from and how many you buy at a time. So, all right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see you probably tomorrow. Stay safe.